Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to look at a flowchart in chemistry, Form 3. And the question reads, the flowchart below shows a process of manufacturing a fertilizer. Study it and answer the questions that follow. We have the beginning of the flowchart where we have hydrogen and nitrogen. And remember, anytime we are reacting hydrogen and nitrogen, the product is going to be ammonia. So we get ammonia gas. We have the catalyst C, and at a temperature of 500 degrees Celsius and high pressure. These are the optimum conditions for the maximum production of ammonia gas. So then now we have P, which is ammonia being produced after the reaction between hydrogen and nitrogen. Then ammonia comes down to vessel Q. Then from the other end we have air and sulfur 4 oxide. When sulfur 4 oxide is burnt in air, we get sulfur 6 oxide. The catalyst for the production of sulfur 6 oxide is vanadium 5 oxide. Then of course we have sulfur 6 oxide being dissolved in 98% concentrated sulfuric acid to form what we call oleum, and oleum is diluted with water to form what we call concentrated sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid reacts with ammonia in vessel Q to produce what we call ammonium sulfate. So let us try to answer this question. Part A, name the catalyst. C, the catalyst that we use when preparing ammonia is finely divided ion. We call it finely divided ion. Then D, it is the catalyst used to manufacture sulfuric acid in contact process, and this catalyst we use is vanadium 5 oxide. Vanadium 5 oxide catalyst. Then of course part B, Roman 1, name the fertilizer being formed. When ammonia reacts with sulfuric acid, you get ammonium sulfate fertilizer, that is NH2SO4. Then Roman 2, identify the substances P and R. The substance P is formed after the reaction of hydrogen and nitrogen, and therefore P is ammonia gas. Into brackets we have NH3. Then R is formed when sulfur 4 oxide is burnt in air, and R is sulfur 6 oxide. Sulfur 6 oxide, or simply SO3. Then name the process in which substance P is formed. P is ammonia, and ammonia is manufactured using a process called Haber process. The large-scale manufacture of ammonia is by Haber process. Then D, write the chemical equation for the reaction at vessel Q. At vessel Q we have ammonia gas reacting with concentrated sulfuric acid, that is H2. We have NH3, which is ammonia, plus H2SO4, that is concentrated. So the reaction between ammonia and concentrated sulfuric acid produces ammonium sulfate, which is aqueous. And in this case now, we can balance the equation. We have to put 2 here, so that we have 2 nitrogens. We have 36 hydrogens plus 2, those are 8, and the equation is automatically balanced. So the question we have is that explain why substance R is absorbed in 98% concentrated sulfuric acid before adding water. What it means is that In the preparation of concentrated sulfuric acid, sulfur 4 oxide cannot be dissolved directly in water, but instead it is dissolved in 98% concentrated sulfuric acid instead of being diluted with water directly. This is because the reaction is highly exothermic. The reaction is highly exothermic. The reaction is highly exothermic, causing the acid to boil and form fumes, or what we can call mists. Sulfur 6 oxide cannot be dissolved directly in water, but instead it is dissolved in concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum, which is then diluted with water to form sulfuric 6 acid. We have the next question is F. Name the method by which pollution is controlled in contact process. Remember, the sulfur 4 oxide gas is a pollutant and therefore it must not be released into the atmosphere. So what happens is that there is what we call scrubbing of the gas. We do what we call scrubbing of the gas. This is where the gas is actually released into the chimneys that contain calcium hydroxide that absorb the gas, and that serves as a method of minimizing the pollution effects of sulfur 4 oxide. Then the last question under this, name one industry that can be set next to the plant. Remember, we have the manufacture of sulfuric 6 acid, and sulfuric 6 acid can be used in car batteries. So we have the company that manufactures car batteries. We can also have a company that manufactures detergents, since sulfuric acid is one of the raw materials. We can also have a plant or a factory that manufactures nitric acid, since we have ammonia as one of the raw materials. Nitric acid. We can also have those companies that manufacture dyes, paints, and even explosives. Thank you for watching, and welcome to the channel.